Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I do a quick weave with a deep side part. So I'm going to go from this to this. So let's get started. So the first thing I do is I find my part. So I'm going to be doing an angled side part. So I'm going to take a section of my hair that I'm going to leave out. This is going to be my leave out. And I'm going to twist that, or you can braid it, whichever you prefer. And this is just going to be the hair that you leave out once you are done making your quick weave cap. So I just twist it and leave it down. My hair has gotten a lot longer, as you can see, so it's actually a lot easier to have leave out now. So I brush out my edges. I don't like to put my edges in the cap just because I want to avoid any kind of damage. You know, the cap does kind of stick to around your head, so you don't want to damage your edges. So I would suggest leaving them out if you can. So I'm just gonna comb my hair out. I like my hair to be semi-dry, so this is like semi-dry hair, and it's easier for the glue to stick when your hair is not completely soaked. So I kind of just left my hair to air dry, and then I'm just going to add a bunch of hair gel and conditioner in my hair. So this just detangles it. I'm going to brush it through, make sure that there's no tangles, and then I'm going to add a whopping amount of hair gel. So this is just going to create the mold. I know you guys are probably like, oh my gosh, she's putting so much hair gel in her hair, but this is what protects your hair from the hair glue. So it's actually a step you really do need. Everyone does their mold different. I've seen tons of videos on this, but I've been doing this for years and it's worked for me. So I always use hair gel for my mold. I use hair gel, I use hair conditioner, and I use hairspray. So I cannot braid. As you guys know, I really don't know how to cornrow. So I actually just twist my hair. I put it in 2 ponytails. It's getting a lot longer, so this method is harder when your hair is longer. But I still managed to get it done. I mean, when my hair gets really long, I probably won't be able to do this anymore, but for right now, this works. So I'm just going to coat my hair in all this hair gel and conditioner, and this is just going to serve as a protectant from the glue, like I said. So I'm just going to make sure that I get it all over my hair where the glue is going to be applied so that it will stick. So I'm just going to keep putting gel, and this is just going to mold my hair down, and then I'm going to do the same thing and just put my hair in a ponytail on this side as well. So I'm going to brush this through, twist my ponytail like I did on the opposite side, and I'm going to make sure that I coat this ponytail as well in tons of hair gel. This is going to protect all of your hair. You want to make sure you coat the ponytail and the hair on your actual head. So I like to just kind of saturate my hair in gel. And once that's done, I brush it all down like I'm doing here, and then I just put tons of hairspray. Now, this hairspray is extra hold, so it's going to be really sticky. And the reason why I do that is so that this paper that I'm putting, this is just a paper for wrapping your hair. I put this on top, and it actually sticks because I have so much gel and hairspray. So I lay it down, I lay the cap down. And by the way, I didn't show you guys, but I blow dried my hair. I left that part out, but it's a step that you do need. I blow dried it down to create the mold and just make it hard so that the hair isn't wet. And then I start applying the glue onto the tracks. And as you can see through these caps. So I can see where my part is. That's how I decide whether I'm getting glue on the leave out or not. I can see my part through this cap. That's why I only use 2 caps. If you use more than 2, sometimes I use 3, but 2 actually makes the hair stick a lot better. The glue actually seeps through the cap with 2 caps. If you use 3, it's harder for the hair to stick. So I would suggest 2 and a good mold, and your hair will stay. The cap usually lifts in about a week or 2. So, you know, you might want to, this will probably last you 2 weeks at tops. I mean, 2 weeks at most. That's probably the longest I last, and then my hair starts to itch because there's so much gel and hairspray, so I have to take it off anyway. But like I said, I'm just kind of laying the tracks around where my leave out is, and you're just going to do this all the way around, and you want to make sure you don't get your edges. That's why my edges are hanging down, and you can also see my leave out coming out the side of the cap, and this basically just creates that wig cap. It's going to be like a side U-part cap. So that's all I'm doing. I'm just following the tracks all the way around, and I'm making sure that I take it to the edge, but I'm making sure that I don't lay the hair onto my leave out, because then you're going to mess up what you got going on there. So that's how I create my side part. I know you guys were requesting something different than a middle part. I think I've done a middle part for you guys, and I've done a closure. So this time I'm doing a side part, just a different part. If you guys want any other kind of wig caps, like the glue-in ones, let me know and I'll film them if you want to request a different kind of part. But this is basically how I do it. I make sure that I cut the cap where the leave out is, but make sure you don't cut your natural hair if you are going to have leave out, and then I just lay it on top and cover those tracks, and this is it. And it blends. By the way, this hair is my Malaysian deep wave. It's a very coarse texture. That's why I kind of left my hair in its natural state when I wear this hair in its natural state. This is, I want to say 16, 18, and 20 inches I'm wearing here. No, actually no, it's 14, 16, and 18 inches. This hair isn't very long. I kind of wanted to go for a shorter look this time. So this is the Malaysian deep wave, in case you guys are wondering. It's not the Brazilian curly. It's similar, but it's more of a loose curl, and I just kind of left my natural hair out, but I'm not going to keep my hair this way. In another video, I'm going to show you how I straighten my hair and curl it. So if you guys want to see how I style this hair like so, please check out my next video that I'm going to have up. Thank you guys. I love you. Bye.